we're celebrating. We opened Verdon House 25 years ago, but this 10-year anniversary is the opening of Marina House, which is our female drug rehab facility. So it looks at helping women who have substance use disorders, women who have emotional or mental challenges. So we opened up 10 years ago, back in October. It was a dream, a vision of the Maria Holder Memorial Trust and the founders of Substance Abuse Foundation Inc. So that's what we're celebrating. A decade of hope and healing. So stigma is such, I know it's like a word that a lot of people use, but what it is first of all, we have to look at addiction not as a moral failure. I always say addiction is no respecter of persons. So it's actually a disease and it's a public health concern. I think every one of us knows somebody who may be struggling with substance use disorder, or even if they're not diagnosed with that, but we understand that they're going through something. I think we have to destigmatize that. I think especially when it comes to women, because women, we are normally seen as the carers, the ones who always put our children first, our families first, everyone first. We sometimes get stigmatized. It seems as it's a selfish disease, which it is, but there's that stigmatization by saying, well, how can you leave your children? How could you put forward drugs or alcohol before your children? But when you put it in the context of disease, then it starts making sense. It's like diabetes. It's like any other non-communicable disease. And we need to start seeing that and understanding that it's not that anyone wakes up and says, well, I want to be addicted to a particular drug. It's sometimes life circumstances, and the way the brain responds to those substances is very key and important. So every single one of us are the eyes and ears of our community, right? And we have this, we'll say, how are you doing? And the person says, I'm fine. And then we just keep on walking. But generally taking that time out, because we need to start having that mindset of being our brother's keeper. We cannot simply just be living in isolation. We found that with COVID, how so much mental health rose, etc., because we're social beings, and it's really important that we understand. Don't wait for the person to get to Verdon or Marina House, but in your workplaces, in your families, and that's why it's important. We do have a mental health hotline, which is manned 24 hours a day, and that is 243-0038. So that means that even if you just call and say, you know what, my daughter seems a bit off, or I myself am struggling with certain things and I just need to speak to somebody. So it's really key that we start normalizing asking for help and not see it as something that's shameful and something that we should not be speaking about. You remember when you were growing up, sometimes it used to say, what's done in this house stays in this house. We need to move from that mindset, because we have to realize that each one of us may be going through something, and as we say, life is life, right? So the 10 years, we've kicked off with the staff members that we are doing 10,000 steps per day for the next 31 days. We've obviously had our opening ceremony here at Trinity. We are doing a women's hike on the 18th. We are also doing an open day so that persons from any place can come and see Marina House, because it really is a space of hope and healing. It's very picturesque in St. John, and we're starting doing that open day. But what we're also doing is doing 3 months of celebration, and then going into January, which is Drug Awareness Month. So we're partying, we're celebrating, because to be the only female residential treatment facility in the region is something that each person has to celebrate, because without women, where would we be?